Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video showing you my current favorite makeup brushes. It's a mix of both eye and face brushes, and they're all not from one specific brand or one specific place. They're from multiple brands and stores, so you have options of where to purchase these brushes if you are interested. So if you want to see what my current favorite brushes are, then just keep watching. Okay, so we're going to start off with face brushes. So my first favorite face brush, and this is like, I guess you could say the holy grail. This is the Sigma Angled Kabuki F84, and it looks like this. And it is, like I mentioned, a Kabuki brush. It's very, very dense, very, very soft. And I use this brush to apply my foundation. So I'll basically pump the foundation or just let it come out right on the back of my hand. And then I will take this brush, just dab it into the foundation. And then I will just, you know, basically put lines on my face. And once the lines are on my face, then I'll go in and I'll just dab all over to apply the foundation evenly around my face. So this again is the Sigma Angled Kabuki F84. My next favorite brush is the Sigma Flat Angled Kabuki F88. And it's very sharp. I'm not sure if you could really tell how sharp the angle of it is, but it just goes straight across like that, or at an angle. And this again is very similar to the previous brush that I mentioned, the F84 Sigma brush. It's a Kabuki as well. The only thing with this one is that it's not as, it doesn't give such a soft effect. Like, this is more for blending out things. So let's say you apply the foundation with another brush, and then you go and you would just use this to basically work into corners that you can't really reach. So this isn't, I wouldn't use this to apply foundation. I would use this after you do apply your foundation and you want to go in and just fix any areas that may have not blended very well or that are hard to get into, like around the nose, underneath the eyes, areas like that. So this brush is fantastic, very soft, again, very dense, great quality. Sigma brushes are amazing. They have amazing quality. So yeah, that's the second brush, the F88 brush. This next brush is from Crown Brushes, and if you have not heard of Crown Brushes, it's a fantastic website for very inexpensive but high quality brushes. I highly recommend that site. This one is labeled as the C405 Contour Blush Brush. So it looks like this. This brush is amazing. It does say blush brush, so I guess they're implying that you should use it for blush, but I actually use it for my bronzer and for contouring, and it's fantastic. Very soft, very smooth, and it gives a great application. It holds the product on the brush, and then when you apply it, it goes on nice and smooth and evenly. So I use this brush for, you know, the contours of my cheeks, for around my face, just to bronze up the temples and, you know, underneath the chin, around the nose. So anywhere that you would basically put your bronzer, where you would want to contour, you know, in very defined places, I use this brush. So again, it's very inexpensive. I'm not sure of the exact price, but much cheaper than other brands that I've tried. So again, this is called the C405 Contour Blush Brush, and it looks like this. Very nice. Love this brush. And the final face brush that I want to share with all of you is from Sigma again, and it is called the Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush. And it looks like this. As you can see, it has that tapered top. I just use it so it's a little puffy right now. Usually it's more tighter and sharper, but I did just use it, so it's a little bit fluffy. But this brush is fantastic. What I use this for is for highlighting. So I would just basically pat this into whatever highlighter I'm using for my face, and it gives a really nice light application. So it's very buildable with this brush. So I don't put too much product, I use a very little bit, and then I would just tap it onto the apples or the high points of my cheeks, and around down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, the chin, and a little bit in between the eyebrows, so up on the forehead. And this brush gives beautiful highlighting application. So I definitely recommend this brush. Very nice, very soft, it keeps its shape, and these brushes, these Sigma brushes, last forever. I've had them for years already, and they're just like I just got them. Like, they're fantastic quality. So again, this is the Tapered Highlighter F35 brush, and it looks like this. I'm so thirsty. I need some juice. Excuse me. Alright, so now moving on to the eye brushes. My first, and I have to list it first because it is my absolute favorite eye brush. I think that everybody needs it. It is just amazing. I love it. I've been using it for years. I don't know how I would do my eyeshadow without it. And it is the infamous MAC 239 brush. And I just realized I picked up a dirty one, so sorry. But let me see if I have a clean one. Yes, okay, I have a clean one here. The words kind of rubbed off on it, but the brush looks like this. You can see it is super flat and super, I guess you could say, dense. But this really does pack on colors like you wouldn't believe. Like, you can take the powderiest, ashiest eyeshadow and just dip this in there and maybe use a little bit of Fix Plus with it. But I'm telling you that this brush can make any eyeshadow look smooth, like amazing. So this is my #1 of all-time favorite brush, and I've been using it, like I said, for years. So I definitely recommend the MAC 239 brush to all of you. The next brush is the Sigma Blending E25 brush, and it looks like, oh, my hair's sticking up like crazy, sorry. It looks like this. You can see it is a perfectly shaped crease brush. I mean, it's domed, but it still has a length to it, so it's not too short and stubby. It's just the right length and fullness to really get in that crease and work your colors in. So it's a fantastic brush, very smooth. It doesn't give you that prickly feeling when you're using it, and it really does smooth everything out. Like, I use 2 blending brushes usually, or crease brushes, but you can definitely just get away with using just this brush for your crease. As far as crease brushes go, this would be another highly recommended must-have in your kit type brush. This is really all you need for your crease. It really gets in there, blends very seamlessly, and gives you that airbrush-like effect. So, very good brush. Again, it's the Sigma Blending E25 brush. Oh, what is this, man? It's like, hurry up. The next brush that I have to show you is from Crown Brushes, and it is called, or it's labeled as, the C441 Pro Blending Crease Brush. And it looks like this. Another very nice, soft, easily blendable type crease brush. So if you compare this with the one that I just spoke about, the Sigma E25 blending brush, you can see, yeah, they're very similar. The Sigma is a little bit shorter, so it gives you more of a precise crease color application, as opposed to the C441 from Crown Brushes. But this brush is fantastic for really getting in and getting rid of those harsh lines. So let's say once you use the Sigma brush, you could go back in and then just go in there and just get rid of all those harsh lines and really work out any weird colored areas that makes sense. You know what I mean. You just go in there and you just basically can blend out any color that didn't really blend as easily the first time. So it gives you, again, a very nice, soft, smooth crease color application. So that, again, is the C441 Pro Blending Crease Brush from Crown Brushes. And it looks like this. Okay, and this next to last brush is from Sigma as well, and it is called the Tapered Blending E40 brush. And it looks like this. It is, it's a wider type crease brush. It's large. It's not very precision-like. It's a very large overall blend out any harsh line type brush. And this brush is amazing. When I say that it gets rid of harsh lines, I mean it really like eliminates them. So if you are using any crease brush or you applied any color that kind of looks a little wrinkly or uneven, or maybe you put too much in one area, just take this guy, go right in there. It'll blend out everything in like seconds. Like, it really gives you such a smooth, beautiful look. It just really blends out everything. Anything that you don't like the way it looks, that you applied too much, or it looks too you know, like wrinkly, like it didn't really get in there well, just take this, go right in, blend everything out. Beautiful, amazing, amazing. Love this brush. Again, Sigma Tapered Blending E40. Looks like this. Love it. Yo, who be texting me, son? Like, who be texting? Oh, nobody. Okay, and the last and final brush of my current favorites brush is the Sigma Large Shader E60, I believe. It really like worn off, the word's worn off because I've had this brush for a while. But this brush is another, it's similar to the MAC 239, the very flat packing on type brush, except this one's large. So as you can see, it looks like this. And you could use it for packing on color onto the lid, but what I specifically use this for is for the under the brow highlight color, or just basically applying anything underneath the brow, any white or brighter shadows that you just want to accentuate or highlight your brow bone. I use this brush because it fits right in there and it covers that whole area right underneath the brow perfectly. So yeah, you, like I said, you could also use it for the lid. It works just, you know, as well as the 239. It's larger, so it will cover more of an area on your eyelid. So that could be good if you're in a rush and you don't have time to just go in and really, you know, put it into each section. You could just use this and it'll cover like half and half. You know, it's a time-saving brush too. So yeah, definitely recommend this brush. And again, it is the Sigma Large Shader E60 brush, and it looks like this. Okay, so those are all of my favorite current makeup brushes, both eye and face brushes. I definitely recommend you guys to go check out the brushes and the brand websites. All the information is going to be listed down below in the description, so definitely check them out and let me know if you do try these brushes out and how they work for you. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.